Hey everybody, and welcome to a special episode of Breaking Boxes. I'm Seth, your Mild Mannered Mage, and I'm here with my special guest, Mike, and we have a lot of Ixalan.
So much Ixalan.
So much. We are breaking open not one, not two, not three. We've got an entire case of the Caverns of Ixalan that we are going to be going through in the next several videos.
Would you like to call that a lot of dinos?
That's going to be a park full of dinos.
A Jurassic Park?
Some people might call that a Jurassic Park.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Good sir.
And
yeah, he did that.
I did that.
Yes. So, what are you excited for in this
Jurassic Park
Jurassic
cards.
Park.
Duh.
Okay, yeah. So,
I want the Indominus Rex. I want the
Yeah.
Cavern of Souls.
Yeah.
I want the Mana Crypt.
the Mana Crypt that nobody has pulled.
No
yet
one has
from-
pulled.
Yeah.
I've seen hundreds of box openings, hundreds of them, and I think only 4 have been pulled.
Really? And has it been the regular art or the special?
Always the regular art.
Always the regular.
Because the neon
art.
ink is only a 5% chance in collectors, which we will have a case to open soon. So
once
stay
they
tuned.
once they
decide to show up. So once that happens, you'll know about it and you'll see it. And hopefully we'll pull a neon ink because they
That
are the
would
rarest
be-
ones to pull.
That would be
But
fantastic.
they are not the rarest. Did you know that?
No.
There
what
is one card that is rarest to pull out of all of them.
What is it?
The Jurassic Park Icebreaker symbol.
And what is that?
So you have the normal Jurassic Park here. I'll put a picture up there for you guys.
Okay.
But in the center, it is actually the Jurassic Park logo of the T-Rex.
Yeah.
And-
Well, no, was that copyright though?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway.
will you know the song.
We'll
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's actually a fractal design with holographic paint on top of the actual card.
Really?
That is a 0.5% chance per case.
per case.
Per case to open.
So 0.5% of a case.
of a case.
That-
Those are the chases.
That wow.
Yes.
Okay. That is that's pretty far out.
That is. Will we open one?
Maybe.
It might
We'll
happen.
see. It could happen.
It could.
You know, stranger things have happened.
Oh, there was a Stranger Things.
Yeah, there was a Stranger Things. I did.
And it did
yeah,
happen.
And it did happen. I did get it.
There,
So-
you did get it.
so
That's
I
true.
did get the Stranger Things.
But we need to get some of this.
But we do need to get some of this. So we do have our first box of 6. So let's go ahead and break into this box here.
That wasn't pre-cut or anything. He just literally
I
ripped that
just
open.
literally
He's super
pulled it
strong.
right open. All right, so here is. I saw.
No,
that.
you didn't. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. That didn't happen at all.
All right,
Lies and
so
slander.
we also have with each of our set boosters, we've got our box topper card here, which we will be saving
For
for
last.
last because it is the best.
And
So-
they are 65% 65% common, and the rest uncommon to rare. Mythic has a 1.5% chance.
Oh.
Every one of these ones that are in the set box are non-foil. Every one that you get in the collector's box is foil.
Okay. So here we go.
It's a lovely stack. It's a lovely stack of
We've
cardboard.
got our cardboard
It
here.
smells like money.
Money.
Yes. So where do we start?
I say we go from the middle.
From the middle?
From the middle.
All right, let's get these others out of the way.
All right.
All right, from the middle. Taking that first pack right here.
It smells like cardboard and crack.
I know.
Some would say.
We do have our dealer here.
We do.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
We are happy to be filming on location at Game Hobbies, which is our local game store here in beautiful, vast North Carolina.
As you can see by our decor behind us,
Yes.
please come by, check out
Yep.
some comics, meet Tim. He's a good guy.
Oh, yes.
And spend money.
All right, so let's get
Let's
into
start
it.
opening it.
So, what do you think about these little pre-cares?
That's just cheating.
That's just cheating?
I'm just saying I grew up in an era where we did not have the pre-cut.
Okay.
And I had the blisters on the fingers that made everything hurt.
All right, well, I just cheated and used the pre-cut.
Well,
So-
that's cheating for you then.
All right, so we said we were taking it from the front or the back?
Let's go that way.
That way?
So, front card, it could be a list card.
Okay,
Right now,
so we did have our very first pack.
we did.
We have a list card here,
Ooh.
which is Consume the Spirit, X and 1 and a black Spend only black mana on X. Consume the spirit deals X damage to target creature or player, and you gain X life.
That seems just good.
Yeah, that doesn't seem too bad.
I like a Cabal Coffers into that and just laugh.
Yes, and then throw that into any really black-white life gain deck.
Absolutely.
You're running your Exanuates,
Oh, yeah.
your Sanguine Bonds,
Your Torments.
your Torments.
Mm-hmm.
That just seems like that would be a good uncommon card to be
And
running
for an
in
uncommon,
that.
that's great.
Yeah, I think that would be a great addition to any of those.
All right.
All right, so then we have Hualti's Final Strike. This set is featuring the Dinobots.
It is the Dinobots.
Hualti and Saheeli.
It is.
So we will
They're
hopefully
finally
see
together.
Both of those. I do have. I did get the Secret Lair set that does feature both of them on a card.
Oh, well, aren't you just special?
I am.
Well, we know that now. Bowser's video evidence.
So we have our Hualti's Final Strike into our first mythic of this box.
And not only the first mythic, but a chase mythic.
Oh, this is a chase mythic as well. So tell me about the ancient one.
So the ancient one, at first you're going to see that it costs 2 mana, Dimir colors. That's already good colors, right?
Those are great colors.
But did you know that's 2 mana for an 8/8?
That seems pretty decent. And the ancient one can't attack or block unless there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Pay 2 and Dimir, draw a card, then discard a card. When you discard a card this way, target player mills cards equal to its mana value.
It's a shame if you were just in colors that did mill.
I know. It would help if you were in those milling colors.
But alas,
you
are.
You're going to be self-milling
Holy
yourself.
freaking crap. 2 mana for this to come out?
Yeah, and then by turn 4 or 5, it'll be activated.
What are you talking about? One windfall away from just done.
Yeah, this is...
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And it's great.
It's going to be activated, and then even, if it does get removed...
Oh no, it's 4 mana.
No, it's a 4 mana commander.
And then let me use this ability to mill somebody out, because you're probably playing Eldrazi.
Yeah.
You're probably playing some of the big nasty horrors that have just come out recently.
That's
so
right.
It's just like, I'm going to discard a 10. I'm going to make you mill 10. Oh, it shuffles back into my deck.
No!
I've done a thing.
Yes, and we're just going to keep going
and going.
And
going. So I think it's a very good card. Chase Commander. Many broken things to do with this card. And I'm glad to see that Ixalan is actually keeping up with the power level of other sets.
Oh, yes. And then we have Clay-Fired Bricks, which is an artifact. When Clay-Fired Bricks enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic Plains card. That's interesting. Reveal it and put it into your hand.
And then you also
you shuffle and you gain 2 life. Craft with another artifact for 7 mana.
And it flips.
And then it flips into, now crafting for this is exile this artifact and exile another artifact you control or an artifact card from your graveyard, and then return this card transformed under its owner's control as a sorcery.
Did you know it did not say token? It just said artifact.
That's right.
Food tokens, clue tokens,
that's right.
All the tokens.
Treasure tokens.
Treasure tokens. So if you got a way to produce mana, and look, you have a nice artifact that gives you a 1/1, and then creatures you control just get a static anthem of 1/1.
That's nice.
That's not bad.
That makes 2 1/1s, and then an anthem of creatures you control get +1/+1, and that is for a starting cost of 2 manas.
That fetches you a land.
That fetches you a land, but that crafting cost is 7.
It is. Thankfully.
White.
Yeah. Okay. White has a big problem with wanting to ramp. It can't do it. But the fact that it is an artifact, it will stay on the battlefield a lot longer than a creature would.
Yep.
You can get to it. It is possible to make this happen.
And I will say that they've done a better job recently.
They have.
Getting white to ramp.
Yes. You have Archaeomancer's map. You have the new creatures.
Fantastic card. The reprints of land tax have really helped.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done the thing. And then they had the Angels deck that just got reprinted. They had the best white lands, the Emeria land, that also you play a planes, you bring stuff back. It has some good value in there.
So they're giving white some love.
They are.
They're getting there. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Our next uncommon is the Fossilize black and 4 return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature explores, then explores again.
Explore is such a strong mechanic.
So tell me about the explore mechanic.
Yeah, so Explore is going to say that you're going to look at the top card of your library.
Okay.
And if it's a land card, put a +1/+1 counter on the creature, then put it back in, or you can put something in your graveyard. Basically, it's a way to say, hey, you know what? I want to look at the top card of my library, and I don't really care about the information, but it's going to bump the rest of my board. And if you could do it twice, like, you know what? I want to keep this card up here. I'm just going to give 2 +1/+1 counters on all my stuff. I think that's freaking great. Plus, you get to return a creature card from your graveyard back.
Yep.
Everything about that just says good.
To the battlefield.
Yeah.
So that's
5 for a return effect. That does more things.
And
that
then
turn
you
does
get
more things.
It's a bump twice.
It's a bump twice, and it's card advantage. I mean, I'd pay 5 mana for that.
Yeah.
Especially, I'd give back
really good.
Galta if I'm playing Golgari.
Yeah.
I get back something mean and nasty. I mean, that's
you could
a good
go
card.
get Yargle and Multani.
You can go Yargle Multani. Absolutely. I kill your commander.
Oh no! I bring it back, and it's gonna get
and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a good
pretty
card.
good.
It's a good card.
All right. Next we have Sinuous
Yes. No. Say it. Say it right.
Vinthasar. Ha! I say again. Ha!
I have no comment. I don't want to comment. I don't need to.
So a blue and 5 for a dinosaur. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of caves you control.
Ah, the new cave system.
Plus the number of cave cards in your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Plus put 2 of those cards into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random
So it's a scry for caves.
It's a scry for caves. Now, our caves are lands.
They are lands, absolutely. So think of caves as the new gates.
Okay. Had they printed a significant number of caves in this?
There's a few. There are enough to warrant this, but the caves themselves aren't fantastic.
Yeah.
There are a couple caves, there are a few rare caves that say this cave enters as a battlefield as any target land in your graveyard and becomes a copy of it.
Okay.
So there are some ways to play off it, and there are some decent caves, but it's one of those new mechanics that needs to really flush itself out. So hopefully more caves will come in the future, like mazes in. It had to wait till it got more gates.
Right.
I think card synergy will assumedly pick up once they do it, but caves is a brand new mechanic to Ixalan, and I'm pretty sure it'll show up in those sets.
Right. So, and I think it's fair to mention, and I've mentioned this on several of the videos that I have recorded in the past, I am primarily a commander player. You're primarily a commander player as well, but you also
I've dabbled
in Pioneer.
I put the finger in.
And Modern as well.
Absolutely, and as well as Pauper.
And Pauper.
Historic.
Yep. Yeah.
And I also do a little bit of Brawl, of course, play Arena and all those formats on there. But we don't talk about alchemy cards because they literally don't exist.
Exactly. Yeah, because they're just digital. And,
yes.
You know, why pay money for that?
Exactly.
So this card seems like it would be better in the formats that are non-single.
So I see this actually good in limited. When you go to a pre-release and you open that up in a pack, it's a 4/4. You might get some scry effects. Caves are coming in your booster packs. Just add it in there as it's card advantage, plus it's a dinosaur.
There you go.
And this is Ixalan, so you play dinosaurs.
Exactly.
Period.
Yes.
See, we all
I'm
agree.
there with you.
All right, then.
Speaking of dinosaurs.
Was I speaking of dinosaurs?
I think we were talking about dinosaurs. Yeah,
I'm going to look at the tape.
Yeah, we'll rewind the tape.
Okay.
Make sure we were talking about dinosaurs since we are on Ixalan. How about a Scytheclaw Raptor for a red and 2? Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn. Looking at the blue players out there.
All of you. You know who you are.
Scytheclaw Raptor deals 4 damage to that player.
That card needs no introduction. It says, yay.
This points at the blue players and goes, I really like this, and it's a 4/3, so it's got a little bit bigger butt on it, so it can hang around some.
Plus, it's a triggered ability, so there are ways to manipulate triggered abilities and say maybe 4 to 8. Or what about that Fiery Confluence that came out triple the damage. So would you like to pay 12 damage for casting a counter spell? I laugh in your face.
Or even if we throw some of the other ones, like what is his name from Eldraine, the Dwarf Lord.
Oh, who adds 2?
Who adds 2, plus the Fiery Emancipation.
Oh, that's
triple,
a good one too.
Plus the other, the Mondrak from Phyrexia.
That's right.
There's all kinds of red add-on damage.
Yeah. So you're playing this, I would assume, in some sort of Rakdos or even mono red, as just protection against your fellow blue player.
Exactly.
To say, if you do want to do this, and you hope that they do, that they take a lot of damage.
Exactly.
And don't forget to laugh, just a smidge.
Yeah,
don't rub it
just
in.
a little bit. Just a little bit. We can't use this hand because you can't really see it over the box, but just a little bit.
It grows. It's still growing.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Laugh all you want. They deserve it.
All right. And then I have to really, I'm going blind in my head.
Well, the set symbols for this are horrible.
Yeah, they are.
It's really hard to tell what's common.
Because I'm sitting here looking at these cards.
Would you like another set of glasses?
I might need it, but I believe that is 4 uncommons, and then the rest of these are commons. And then we do have...
We did get a cave.
We did get a cave, so we were talking about caves earlier. So here is a hidden volcano. Comes into play taps for red manas. And then you can pay 4 and a red to sack it to discover 4 as a sorcery. As a sorcery. Now, discovering is exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana value 4 or less.
It's a cascade on stick.
And you can cast it for free. I like that. It's a sack it to cascade.
It comes in tapped, which is a little unfortunate, but it's a late game. I need a spell.
Yep.
I hope I get something. I will tap 5 and hopefully get something for 4.
I like
That's freaking great.
It's good.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, there we go. And then that is our first pack of Ixalan.
Let's move on to pack 2.
Let's go on to pack 2. Oh, okay.
I'm petting your dog.
You're petting our...
There's a dog, and I'm
We
petting
have
the dog.
our other special guest. You can't see her because she is hiding under the table. We are joined today by our Plains puppy, Charlotte. She is a Beagle Coonhound and loves to be petted, so she is hiding.
She's very attention-oriented.
She is. She loves the pets. Apparently, I'm also very list-oriented today.
Oh.
Because we have our second list card.
Oh my
already,
goodness. Off the bat.
And it is a fantastic card. It is a commander staple.
No, you're lying to me.
If you are playing green.
You're still lying to me.
No, I give you Beast Whisperer.
He was not lying. That is in fact a good card.
2 green and 2 for an elf druid. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. If you are running green in any of your commander decks, I mean, this is a fantastic card to be running.
And what's another type of that? It's a elf in addition. So elf ball.
Elf ball.
Draw all the cards.
Yes, I think you did say to draw everything when you're playing your elf.
This turn, I just want all the cards. You don't get to have any.
No,
but I would like all of them.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is a great.
That's a great hit
right there.
Absolutely.
All right. Then we are going to go straight into Kellen Daring Traveler, a human fairy scout.
That's a lot of subtypes.
That is a lot of subtypes. And apparently we're also carrying over, they must be from Eldraine.
Oh, really?
Because we're also going to send him on an adventure for a green mana.
He's going on an adventure.
He's going on an adventure.
Where's he going on the adventure to?
So he's going to journey on.
So wow, he really is going on.
Yeah, so he's going to create X map tokens, where X is 1 plus the number of opponents who control an artifact.
Oh.
So by the time you cast this, hopefully all of your opponents have an artifact.
And they get 4 map tokens.
And you get 4 map tokens.
Nice.
Now, I am not sure what the map token
Not really
does.
at all right now.
So we will hopefully hit a map token in one of these, and we'll figure out as we're going what a map token does.
It's a map and a token.
Yep.
So it works already.
Exactly.
I'm here for it.
And then Kellen Daring Traveler, white and 1 for a human fairy scout. Whenever Kellen Daring Traveler attacks, I already like that. When he attacks, reveal the top card of your library if it's a creature card with mana value 3 or less.
Okay.
put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard.
Ooh, some graveyard synergies.
Yeah,
in
Selesnya.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. There are Selesnya artifacts. You could
There
be
are.
running that type, and you could be loading up your graveyard, which is not a bad idea. Plus, you're green-white, so you can run humans. Humans are really low to the ground.
Yep.
So either way, it's card draw or card advantage, depending on what you want at the time.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this card.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So, and I would be interested. Well, hopefully, again, we'll hit a map token, and we'll be able to see what a map will give us.
It would be nice. It would be very nice.
So that's okay. Then we'll go into our rare slot.
Okay.
Then we've got Bartolome del Presidio.
Man, you're just not even trying to put any flavor on that, are you?
Not at all, senor.
Very nice. Okay.
Right.
Moving on. Wow. He is stumped.
Yeah. Orzhov, so white and black, sacrifice another creature or artifact and put a 1/1 counter on Bartolome del Presidio.
And it's Orzhov.
For a 2/1.
Huh. So it's
an aristocrat.
Artifact build.
He is a legendary creature.
Okay.
So aristocrats, creatures, and artifacts.
Interesting. I never really thought of having a artifact sack build, but I guess it could be interesting because you're in black. White has some amazing ways to recur artifacts.
Exactly. Yep.
And if you're just trying to pump him or just trying to get a bunch of +1/+1 counters, why not?
And again, it doesn't specify the type of artifact.
It
Kind of
really
like what we
doesn't.
were talking about with the, the clay-fired bricks.
Absolutely. Food tokens.
Food
maybe a bunch of
tokens,
blue tokens.
treasure
I mean,
tokens.
let's face it. You're in white. You're going to play double tokens. You're in black,
You're gonna make
too.
your anointed procession.
All the vampires.
Exactly.
So-
Well, and he is a vampire himself. So
Well, there you go. I meant to say it.
Make your vampire tokens and
Have a great day.
exactly.
I like this for an uncommon.
Yeah.
And the art's great, too.
And the art is
The art is fantastic.
The art
I
is
have to
great.
say.
Yeah. Then we have a Gold Fury Strider, red and 4 for an artifact creature golem, trampling 3/5. Tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control.
Whoa, now.
Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Whoa, now.
So
That's putting all those other somewhat useless tokens and artifacts to
yeah.
kind of good use there.
exactly.
I more see this as a limited all-star bomb, as if you're making map tokens, you're maybe in Gruul or you're maybe in Rakdos, and they have the clue, the map, whatever.
Mhm.
And it's just nice to say, I'm going to tap these two and just start pumping my team. For limited, for 4 for a 3/5 with trample,
Yeah.
I think that's an all-star right there.
Well, and 2, it's not like you're tapping him either.
No.
So you could, go ham.
Oh, absolutely.
And buff a lot of stuff.
And
And then you can also do the tapping before damage is
Yes,
dealt.
you absolutely could.
So, they declare all their blockers.
Or they just put a 1/1 in front of it. Like, I'll soak 2. Once.
About that.
About that.
Yeah. And then if you have some deck that is just making a ridiculous amount of tokens.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm thinking Prosper.
Oh, no. That's scary. That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
The thought of that is quite horrifying.
a crap ton.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to make a crap ton of tokens.
That's gonna
and he going to get scared quick.
It's going to get scary.
Now, granted, that will turn off the treasure tokens
Right.
so that you can't sack them for the mana, but...
You're hoping to either A, kill something
But
and put in
if
front
you're
of it.
going to the murder step...
It's not the attack step anymore. Oh,
it's
no.
not the attack step anymore. We're
That's
going
been-
straight
yeah.
to the murder step. Because what's the best removal in Magic?
Well, if I had to think, and I'm going to take a second here.
All right.
The mind's gonna crank
Take
here.
a second.
Player removal. I'm going with it. Final answer.
Final answer. Player removal's the best removal.
I
in
got it
Magic.
right.
You
Well,
got it
I win.
right. So if we're going to remove somebody from the game,
I could tap some art.
I could tap some artifacts.
I could be okay with
I'll
this.
tap some treasure.
We'll be fine.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Then we have our first aura.
Okay.
Blue and 2 for a Zoetic Glyph.
Ooh.
An enchantment aura. Enchant an artifact.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That's
We don't see
something.
many enchant artifacts. It's always enchant a creature or an enchant a player.
Yeah,
But
but
we're going to
enchant
enchant an artifact, and the enchanted artifact is now a golem creature with base power toughness 5/4.
Wow. That got chunky real quick.
We're going to make this clue token a 5/4.
Well, what's the mana cost?
It's 3.
Oh my goodness. That's a 3 for a 5/4.
Yes.
That sounds like great repeated
And then
value.
when it is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, or when this aura is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, discover 3
Oh my goodness. There's no downside.
for an uncommon.
I think that as a very good limited bomb, that might actually be a good constructed bomb. Depending on how you build your decks.
Let's turn some artifact
Mhm.
into a beefy
Yeah.
monster.
What was if you have something with flash? You give all your stuff flash in response to blockers. Oh, you
no.
didn't see this.
Oh,
it's a 5/4.
It's a 5/4.
Oh, is
I'm
your thing
sorry.
dead? Oh. We're not sorry.
Nah,
No, we're
not
not
at all. Not at all. Leyline of Anticipation, flash that out.
The Dolphinari, flash
it out.
Just laughing all the
laughing
time.
all the way.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
I think this
is-
passes. This definitely passes.
That passes the test.
Mhm.
All right, next up, there is a Fungus Among Us.
Listen, I took a shower.
Did you?
Maybe yesterday.
Okay. We have Akawali, the Seething Tower.
All right, you don't have to cuss me out in some foreign
I know,
language.
right?
And we're trying to be nice here. This is a family-friendly show, and you're just cussing people out.
Yeah. So Akawali, the Seething Tower, Golgari 1 for a legendary creature fungus. Descend 4 as long as there are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Akawali, the Seething Tower, gets +2/+2 and has trample.
Whoa.
It goes so its base is 3/3.
Oh, and if there's some stuff in your graveyard.
So if you got 4 or more permanents, it gets +2/+2.
Ooh.
If there are, so it also has Descend 8. As long as there are 8 or more permanents in your graveyard, Akawali gets an additional +2/+2 and can't be blocked by more than one creature.
So it's a late game 7/7 that can't be blocked.
Yep.
By
more than one creature.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm happy with that.
And we're going to give it some tramples.
Oh, so all the tramples.
Yep. And maybe throw some other protections and beasts on it.
That's such a good rate. 3 for a 3/3 is already good.
3 for
already
3/3.
good. But
so
then,
I mean, you use that. That's your commander.
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, you stay on curve.
Oh, yeah.
Turn 3, boom, commander.
No one's like, it's whatever. Then maybe some mill happens, some destroy effects happen. Maybe you sack some lands, go get some lands. That counts as a permanent.
Exactly. Yep.
So then all of a sudden,
maybe you're running your Windswept Heath or your I can never remember the name of the green-black one.
Oh, don't know.
I put you on the spot,
Shit.
and you don't know either.
I
don't. But yeah, running your fetch lands. Maybe your expedition map.
Mhm. Maybe just some self-mill yourself because you're on the colors for it.
Yep.
But eventually,
self-mill colors.
And eventually, late game, no matter what you play on the field, stuff's going to happen, board wipes and clears and stuff.
Exactly.
But just to say, I'm going to pay 3 mana for a 7/7 at some point in time.
And you don't even have to cast him on curve.
Oh, absolutely not. You just keep him out there hanging out.
You put out some other stuff. You put out some little boppers.
He's a happy coincidence.
Yeah. And then maybe, later in the game, it's like, all right, I'm going to cast my commander. Oh, look.
Oh, it did a thing.
I have 8 permanents in my graveyard.
Oh.
Now it's going to be a 7/7.
And look, there's a Sword of Feast and Famine.
Yeah.
Oh, and another sword because he has 2 hands. He needs swords.
2 hands, yes.
So.
And look, we're going to put an Umbra on
the things.
No,
the inhumanity of it all. Well, he is human. He is a fungus. So.
Yes.
I mean, that is correct.
I like it. That's pretty good. That's not too bad.
It's not bad at all.
And then we have a Belligerent Yearling.
Man, that's just belligerently.
A dino. Red and 1 for a trampling 3/2. When another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Belligerent Yearling's base power become equal to that creature's power. until the end of turn.
Ooh. That seems interesting. And has trample, too.
And it has trample. So, what if you're running Gishath?
Okay. That would be scary.
And you cast, and you've got Belligerent Young on the battlefield. Well, cast Gishath.
Oh, no.
And now he's a 7/6.
It is.
With trample.
Absolutely.
And Gishath has trample on the hastesses.
Yes. And then what happens if your commander's Galta or something like that? And then you play it, and you do the damage, and everything comes into play. Oh, he's big.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you give him haste.
Yeah.
Oh, stuff happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty cool
for
card.
an uncommon card.
That's very scary.
That's
kind of gross. And I'm here for it.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of good Dino love.
Very good Dino love.
And then we are back into our uncommons. Oh.
We have got the pretties.
A pretty. They went hard.
They went hard on the art.
They went hard on the art for these full art.
Oh, they are just gorgeous. That's like old unset level of just pretty.
Yeah, that's just they didn't have to go that hard. But I always think if they're going to do art like this, they just need to make that.
They do.
That's the art for the lands for the set.
Yeah.
Now I know that probably is going to tank the value of the lands, but
But it's thematic for the set and the types of decks you want to build, like the Wilds of Eldraine. They were literally storybook lands.
Exactly.
And it made perfect sense, and they were just gorgeous.
Or for me, really, it was the Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
lands.
the map Middle Earth. Oh, that was so pretty.
They needed to. That should have just been the lands. Kind of like when they do Zendikar, they do full art lands.
They do.
That the entire Lord of the Rings set should have just been the full art map lands.
Really.
All right, and then we'll just put that right.
I like it.
Yeah.
It lives there now.
Okay. All right, pack number 3.
Absolutely. Keep on going.
Right, we're going to keep going. I'll keep cheating. And we have another list
my
card.
goodness.
So I am 3 for 3 here with our list cards. So we've got from M15, Gather Courage. It is an uncommon Convoke.
Okay.
Your creatures can help cast this spell. Each creature you tap while casting the spells pays for 1 or 1 mana of that creature's color.
Yeah, so if you tap a green, it adds a green.
So this is only a 1 mana spell, so you could tap a green creature.
An elf.
Yeah, why not? Because there is an elf on this.
Oh,
Target creature gets +2/+2.
Okay, just
a
boom.
Just a boost.
I like it.
Yeah,
it's there.
It's there.
Moving on.
Okay. Then we have Kutzel's Flanker, white and 2 for a cat warrior.
Oh, kitty cats are back, people.
Kitty cats.
Kitty cats are back on the menu.
It looks like it is a Mayan kitty.
Makes sense.
3/1 flasher. Watch out for the flashing.
Oh, yeah, don't want to be flashed.
When Kutzel's Flanker enters the battlefield, choose 1. Put a 1/1 counter on Kutzel's Flanker for each creature that left the battlefield under your control this turn.
Wow.
Gain 2 life, scry 2.
Okay.
Or exile target player's graveyard.
Oh, I like that. Just for the 3 for 3 one, but it has flash.
And it has flash.
Instant exile a graveyard. I think that has a lot of potential.
Yes, that has a lot of potential. Also, you just had your board wiped.
Oh, and look at this. Things come back. Or it gets bigger.
It gets a +1/+1 for each creature that left the battlefield under your control.
And it's creature, so even tokens would count.
Yes.
Oh, that's a big cat.
That's going to be a big cat.
That's going to be a big cat.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm here for it, though.
Yeah. And if you had a way to flickering.
Ooh, interesting. I like that.
Yeah. Flickering, exile the graveyards, gain some life.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be great. Yeah. Especially if it was an end of turn flicker and you know board wipe's coming. Just like, okay, at the end of turn he comes back. Oh, it's big again.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, this is the cat that never ends.
Yep. All right. Then, let's go for another pretty land.
I would love another
You
pretty
love
land.
another
I
pretty
would
land?
do.
Now, this is a basic, but it is
Jurassic Park!
Now, the thing about these lands, too, is they're also two-sided.
They are, because it is the beginning as you walk through Jurassic Park,
And
then
then
they shut off the power.
Yep.
And
So,
look at the rafters.
we've got our humans making sure everything is okay, and then we've got our raptor.
Yeah,
friends.
somebody forgot to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Oh, oopsies.
Hey,
And it all ended well for the humans, right?
yeah, they're
all of
fine.
the
They're all
humans.
on vacation sipping margaritas.
Yeah. You know what? They went to the farm. That's upstate.
They did.
They all
did.
went to the
They're
farm.
hanging out.
They're
They're
upstate.
picking apples.
They're picking
drinking,
apples.
They're drinking cider.
They don't have missing limbs
No,
or
not at
anything. No.
No,
It was a very happy movie.
it was.
Happiness.
It was.
Yeah,
Happy.
absolutely.
Then we have some fun art here.
Ooh, I do like the fun art.
Nakanzel.
Will you stop cussing at me in different
I know,
languages?
right? And actually, with this card, I can't half read it. Current conductor.
We're old.
Well, no, they actually, with some of the art, it's going through the name.
We'll just stick with Nakanzel.
Yes,
It's Nakanzel.
Nakanzel.
You all, when you see it, you'll know what the card
Yeah.
is. But for us, it's Nakanzel.
Yeah, so Simic for a Merfolk Scout 2/3. Whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. And she is a legendary creature, so she could
Good
be your
Merfolk.
commander. Whenever a creature you control explores a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on
I
the
guess so
Nakanzel current conductor. So
It is the current conductor we
Current
found out.
conductor.
But think about it this way: you're doing the explore trigger. You might be getting a land drop or 2 +1/+1 counters
Exactly.
because you're getting the extra one for that. That's pretty good
I like it.
for Merfolk. Merfolk coming out the strong gate.
Well, and two, you're in the right colors for
Anything?
some. Well, yeah, for anything.
Let's be
because
honest.
Blue green will
Yeah.
do anything.
Anything you want
to
to do.
But also for counter doubling.
You are in a very good place.
I mean,
for
you've
that.
got doubling season. You've
Hardened
got
Scales.
Hardened Scales. You've got the new Ozolith.
You have the Ozolith.
What is that one called? The green Ozolith.
We're just call it Ozolith Part 2.
Ozolith Part 2.
Mhm.
Then you've got Primal Vigor.
Oh my goodness.
You've got the Vorinclex Monstrous Raider.
You need to
I
stop.
mean, yeah.
You need to stop.
I need to stop. I have a counter problem.
He does. Yeah, he has a big problem.
I have
He's
a
going to
problem.
meetings. He's trying to get
I'm
over
working
it. It's
on
not
it.
helping.
I have a counter problem.
Yeah, it doesn't help him.
No, it doesn't. No. Okay. Then we have a Ruin Lurker Bat for a white, Flying Lifelink for a 1/1. At the beginning of your instep, if you descended this turn, scry 1.
Okay.
And then you descended if a permanent card was put into your graveyard from anywhere.
Oh, okay. So it makes up for something like, hey, if it's on something in your graveyard, maybe you just need that quick little scry 1. Or you just recovering from a board wipe, maybe you need to know what's on top of your card.
Now this says
Okay.
a permanent card. Would that count tokens?
It
as
would
well?
not, because tokens, even though they hit
Tokens
the
are
graveyard now,
not
they
permanent.
disappear into the magic ether once they hit the graveyard. So they're not permanents.
Okay. Oh well, it was a thought.
It was. Stop it.
Okay. What?
You were thinking evil things with tokens.
Yes, I was.
Well, I'm saying stop it.
All right.
All right then.
So then we've got the Deep Cavern Bat for a black and 1, Flying Lifelink.
Ooh, I like Flying Lifelink already.
Which that one had Flying Lifelink too. When Deep Cavern Bat enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand, like that.
Ooh, okay.
You may exile a non-land card from it until Deep Cavern Bat leaves the battlefield.
So it's a quasi-Thoughtseize on a stick?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'm down with that. It's interruption.
Yep.
I think that for a limited card, especially during the preview leaks and everything, that's just great to get some disruption in there. Then they have to spend a whole card just to remove that one, just to hopefully get back the card they need.
Or
that's really good.
I mean, it doesn't say. Oh, it does say non-land card.
It does say non-land.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't be that mean. You see what he's doing. He's thinking about evil things.
I am.
Stop it.
Because I'm terrible.
You are.
Yes. All right, and then our last one from this set, our last uncommon, is the Soul Coil Viper. Black and 2 for a sneaky snake.
A sneaky snake?
Sneaky snake. It's a 2/3. Pay a black to tap and sack it. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh, hello.
With a finality counter on
Okay,
it.
okay.
If a creature with a finality counter on it would die, exile it instead.
It's a little, but hey, you get something back for free.
Yeah.
And it was already in the graveyard, so if it gets exiled, oh well, you still have another threat.
Exactly.
Plus, there are ways in this game of Magic the Gathering that deal with counters, or maybe just
remove
the counters, or make sure they never happen in the first place.
Exactly.
Thoughts, concerns, all of them.
Yes. All right. And then we are into our commons, and then we have another cave. Another cave land. Hidden Cataract.
I do have cataracts, that's why I do wear glasses.
Yeah, enters the battlefield tapped. Add a blue, pay blue and 4 to sack it to discover 4.
I'm sensing a theme with all these caves.
So again, basically, you're going to cascade for 4.
And that's never a bad thing.
No.
Free spell is free spell.
Free spell is free spell.
I like it. And moving on.
Moving on. Let's get into it.
Yes. Hopefully we get one of these Indominus Rexes, a Tyrannosaurus Rex. We have gotten our Jurassic Park card.
Yep, we have gotten one.
So I'm just saying, we could get more.
All right, so here is a treasure. So no list card. I think I've burned my luck on the list card.
I'm out here, folks.
All
it's
right.
nice to see you. Yeah.
All right, so we have a treasure.
Oh,
now here we go. Here's some fun art, and it is a foil card.
Ooh.
It is the Roaming Throne, artifact creature golem.
Okay.
4 mana for a 4/4.
Ooh.
Ward 2.
Oh. Okay.
As Roaming Throne enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Roaming Throne is the chosen creature type in addition to its other types.
Oh.
If a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional type.
Oh, that's horrifying.
It is.
For many reasons.
You know what's the first thing that came to mind?
Oh, God, what?
And this is something that I did to you last week.
Well, no.
Scarecrows.
Yeah, you're an evil person and you need to be stopped. So if no one knows, I'm going to put a picture right about here of the Scarecrow. This is evil. This needs to be deleted. Or, no, deleted from existence. Because it gets rid of everything.
Yes. So the very first commander deck that I ever built, apparently I was in a bad place, was the Reaper King. Reaper King is tribal scarecrows.
Mm-hmm.
It gives scarecrows +1/+1.
That doesn't. No one cares about that.
Nobody cares about that.
Go
what
ahead.
everybody cares
Go ahead.
about is when another scarecrow enters the battlefield.
There it is.
Destroy target permanent.
Ah.
Not non-land permanent.
Yes, Seth.
Permanent.
Not a non-land permanent.
Just permanent. Just.
He's evil, folks.
Yes.
He's evil.
And then I did put a Panharmonicon in it because why not?
No. And then you put that nice little enchantment that, if I cast a spell, you can look at your top card and play stuff for free.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's a scarecrow.
Move it along.
Yeah. This Roaming Throne would be really good in scarecrows. Hey, Dylan, I've got a card for your scarecrow deck.
He's starting a thing, and it needs to stop being a thing.
But this seems really good.
Oh,
I mean, scarecrows aside,
just anything. I mean, dinosaurs.
Gisaf.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
double
the
explore triggers for the new one.
Yeah.
I mean, it has many uses. I think this will definitely see some play.
Yeah, I think any tribal deck, this is going to be a big
scary.
Play. Yes. And then because that was our foil card, we also have another rare.
Oh, do we?
Cosmomum Confluence.
Well, it's confunding at least.
Yeah, apparently. Green and 4 for a sorcery.
Okay.
Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once, which is always fun.
I like
these.
I like where this is going.
Search your library for a cave card.
Okay.
Put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle.
Oh, okay. So now we start getting caves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put 3 1/1 counters on a cave you control.
Ooh.
It becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Little Avengers Zendikar action in there. Okay.
Yeah. And then you're gonna like this one.
Oh God, here it comes.
Destroy target enchantment.
Just because.
Yes.
Just and destroy target enchantment. You know, I mean, what if
I
you're
don't
gonna do
hate
all
it.
the rest of them?
I don't hate it.
Just do them all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What? Do one of each.
You're playing green. You're already playing big stompy things. Just
Yeah.
blow up an enchantment while you're going out the window.
Yeah. Just see them.
Yeah. Yay.
Woo.
I like it. I like
Yep,
it.
That's good. All right. So then we're moving into Cazelam's Stone Tree.
A tree made of stone.
A tree made of stone with some
That's gotta
carvings
be hard.
on it.
I see what I did there.
Green and 2 for an artifact. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tab.
Ooh, I
That's
like
always
that.
good.
I really like that.
Craft with a cave.
Oh, so now you have to sacrifice exactly a cave.
A cave for 6 mana.
Whoa.
And then this will flip into Cazelam's Strider, which is a 5/5.
Oh, okay.
So here is the stone tree,
Okay.
and then we will flip it into a 5/5.
Well, that's interesting. It is a
Yeah.
little expensive.
It is expensive, and you're losing a mana source.
So
which, that to me is always
Right.
tricky.
Now, I will say this. Plus, you have to specifically craft it with a cave. That means that something bad happened with one of your caves that already came to play tapped. So I think, really, you just play this for the face. Get a land.
Yeah.
And then kind of forget that the other part exists.
Yeah, I would say so, because, I mean, I even have trouble with, like, the mana ramp where you have to sack a land, like crop rotation.
Yeah,
You know?
give up one to get two.
Give
but
up
still,
one. I mean, you're still, but if somebody counters that.
oh, and it's part of the casting cost, so you already had to sacrifice the land,
Exactly.
even if the spell got countered.
Exactly.
So you're just having a bad day.
Yeah. So what I would probably do with this is, like you said, cast it for the face.
Yep, good face.
Good face. Go get the land.
Mhm.
Land for 3. Great.
Limited bomb.
Limited bomb. Use the artifact in the crafting of other things.
Yes, absolutely. Because after that, it served its purpose. It's just
Yep.
staying there.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would you need it? No, absolutely.
Exactly. I think that's the way that I would go.
That's the way I think you should go.
Then we have Stinging Cave Crawler,
Oh.
black and 2 for an insect horror. Looks like a big scorpion. Death Touch.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
For a 1/3.
Okay.
Descend 4. When it attacks, if there are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, you draw a card and lose a life.
Hey, I am always a big fan of these black cards. Like, hey, you have to lose life but draw a card. I still get to draw a card.
Yeah.
It's still great.
Yeah.
Plus, it has a death touch, so I'm just going to put it in front of anything I
Life is
want.
a resource.
That is true.
Yes. I mean, you're at 40 life.
You're at 40.
You're in a color that's going to gain you life.
It will. It's going to take it away from you.
It's going to take it.
Oh, it is.
Black uses life as a resource.
Right. But it gives. It does give.
It does give.
Sometimes.
So, sometimes.
Sometimes. There are blue players who use Counterspell and then doesn't give it all.
How about a Chupacabra Echo? 2 black and 2 for a Beast Horror Spirit. 3/2, Fathomless Descent.
Wow, that's a lot of descent.
When Chupacabra Echo enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard.
Oh, that's got some interesting little strategy to it. Because it's negative counters, you can get rid of the indestructible things.
That's not negative counters, though.
It gets negative.
It gets negative, but they're not counters. They're not
Right,
gonna
but they
stay
could
on
kill
it.
something that's indestructible.
Yeah, so that could, in theory, get around your Eldrazi Titans.
It could. I mean, you're going to have some like 10 or plus in your graveyard, but you're playing black. It's
But
going
you're
to
playing
happen.
black. I mean,
I think-
self-mill
Yeah.
is a thing.
I wish it had like a flash component to it.
Yeah.
But still, just to be like, you know what? I have this nasty, I have Avacyn. It's an 8/8 indestructible. It gives all my stuff indestructible.
Yep.
I happen to have 10 cards in my graveyard. They're all permanents.
We're going to give that Avacyn -10/-10.
And then laugh at your misfortunes.
Exactly.
Yes. Solid play.
All right, so then we do have a Abyssal Gorestalker, 2 black and 4 for a horror.
No, horror's
when
getting some support.
It is getting some support. When Abyssal Gorestalker enters the battlefield, each player sacks 2 creatures.
Oh my goodness, I like that a lot.
Yes. Now that does hit you as well.
It does, but I am not of the caring.
Yeah.
Because that's a sacrifice effect. It gets around a lot of stuff.
It does. It gets around
indestructible
because you have to sack it.
Absolutely.
It's not a destroy effect.
It is not. Plus, I think that's really, I mean, even if you play that for 6 and that's your only creature, you still get rid of 2 other people's creatures. Plus, let's say we've seen some cards already that bring it back. So you play for 6, maybe it's late game. You have 10 mana. Oh, look there. Oh, go ahead and get rid of your entire board. It is a 1 creature board wipe.
Well, and 2, you could use that as the creature that you're sacking of yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like, what is that 1 creature for 3? Plaguecrafter.
Plaguecrafter, absolutely. Yeah. Sack itself.
Yeah.
I like that card a lot.
Yeah.
I think Unlimited is going to be very strong.
Sack it, and then sack something else, and then that opens up the board for the swinging.
For shenanigans.
For shenanigans.
Yes, all the shenanigans.
And then we have yet another pretty.
Oh, I like the pretties.
We do like us a nice, again, they didn't have to go this hard.
But they did, and the foils are just on another level.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Fantastic. They do. All right. So let's get into, I don't even know what pack we're on.
We're on some pack.
We're on pack number, I don't know, maybe 5?
Let's go with 5. 5 is a good answer.
5's a good number.
5's a good number.
All right, here we go. So we have another token. It is a gnome token.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but it has a QR code on the back.
Yeah.
If you want to take a look at it, feel free to use the QR code. Maybe it's something, maybe it's not, but it's cool.
Interesting. Okay, then we will get to Amala Benavade Aguar.
Wow, that is just no flavor on that whatsoever.
No, not at all. Orzhov for a 2/2 Vampire Scout.
Okay, Vampire Tribal. I like it.
Ward.
Oh.
Pay 3 life.
Ooh, I do like that. I like that a lot.
Now, this is interesting.
Oh, well, do tell.
Whenever you gain life, Amalia Benavades Aguar explores.
Oh, really?
Then.
Oh, there's a then.
Destroy all creatures if its power is exactly 20.
Wow. Huh. That's kind of a weird thing. I mean, granted, you're going to have to do a lot of Explore triggers. Yeah. But you could buff that in other ways. I mean, it would be interesting. It's like the green card that likes to exile equal to its power or less, the Sour Fang or whatever it was called. But you buff it to 20 and it's just boom.
Boom. Blow things up.
Huh. I like that. You know, there are a lot of cards in mono black, old ones, that say for 1 black, give it a +1, +0. So it's just really funny. You can just hold back, and if you have your crypt in your coffers, and these other tokens, like, oh, look at my board state and all my tokens. I'm going to tap this mana. It's now a 20 power, 2 toughness. Oh, everything died.
Yeah.
Except for that.
Whoops.
Oh, no. Was that your board? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It destroys it, too.
It's a vampire. Maybe you have something regenerated.
Maybe. Yeah.
There are possibilities.
All of the possibilities. All right. Then we have Captain Storm. I can't read part of this raider.
That's the exact name, actually. Captain Storm, I cannot read part of this raider.
Is it for a human pirate 2/2? Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on target pirate you control.
A counter.
A counter.
Oh, so treasure tokens? Yarmy matey? And then you start boosting that up. That's kind of a strong card.
I like it.
I think you can play with that. I don't think I'd play as commander.
Is it artifacts?
Oh my God, son. It is.
Yeah.
But is it though? But yes, is it artifacts with a pirate sub-theme? I think that's really fun.
There you go. Hermetic Nautilus. A blue and 1 for a Nautilus.
Wow, it's kind of in the name.
Yeah. 1/4 Vigilantes. Pay 1 and a blue. It gets +3/+. +3, -3
Oh, so it's a trade-off card.
until end of turn.
Okay.
It's a snail.
It's a snail. It's probably decent and limited. I mean, it is 2-drop.
Yeah.
That's probably the only place I see this being played.
Yeah. I want to swing in. Oh, I'm not going to block it. It's just a 1.
Yeah.
Pay to the 2.
Yeah.
Take
Just
4.
yeah. Make sure that you kill a 4 toughness creature. I like it.
Yeah. Then we've got a Cavernous Maw, tap to add a colorless.
Okay.
Coughing.
Coughing.
Pay 2, it becomes a 3/3 elemental creature until end of turn. It's still a cave.
Okay. So
This
land-
is the
land
only
creature.
cave that I've seen so far, that we've seen so far.
That is different.
That is different, and it doesn't come in tapped.
Now that's a bonus. And plus, creature lands have their value.
It's still a cave. Activate only if the number of other caves you control plus the number of cave cards in your graveyard is 3 or greater.
Okay, so it's a land that checks to see if lands are there to make it a creature land.
Yes.
Okay, we're all
So
there.
you have to
All
have
there.
3 other caves somewhere to make it a creature.
Other than that, it is a untapped colorless source,
Exactly.
which is not a terrible thing to have.
Oh, I swear these names.
Oh, this is great.
killing
I'm having
me.
so much fun with this. Yeah, come on.
Ukbenbach.
Wow, you put some flavor on that one.
I did. It hurt.
I-
It hurt my soul.
And your voice box.
It did.
Yeah.
Because it was the great mistake.
Oh.
Literally.
No.
It is a skeleton horror.
Man, horror getting love.
It is. Demir 3 for a skeleton horror. 6/4.
Holy crap.
With descent, with vigilance
Okay, I do like vigilance.
and the Menaches.
Oh my goodness, it's got some things.
With descend 8.
Ooh.
So Demir 4, return Ukbenbach, the great mistake, from your
Great mistake.
graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it.
Okay.
Activate only if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard and only as a sorcery.
That's not bad. I mean, if it's in your graveyard, you got more stuff, bring it back. So it's like, it is a skeleton, so it's very much on brand for skeletons.
Yes.
Especially going back as far back as Alpha. The ability to come back into play. But I do like the fact that it does not come into play tapped. So
Yep.
you could use it, bring it back, and have a blocker. I absolutely love that. Thanks, great.
Yep. All right, and then finally, we do have one more cave card.
Oh,
that
the
hit-
green cave this
The
time.
green cave this time. I think we've hit 3 of them.
We have.
We've hit red, we've hit blue, and now green.
Yep.
So we just need black and white.
And we should be good to go.
Yeah. So Hidden Nursery, again, comes into play tap it for a green. Pay 5 to cascade 4.
Absolutely. And
All
that's
right.
everything about it.
Good deal. Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving. All right. Well, that is a horrifying fungus token.
Yeah.
Just so y'all can see that.
That's awesome. It's
Yeah.
a fungus, but it looks like it's a top hat on a dinosaur.
It does.
And I'm okay with this.
Let's see. Okay, for our rare, we've got a starving. Excuse me.
We apparently have well, he looked at the fungus and it kind of got into his lungs.
It did.
Yeah.
It really did.
You ever saw The Last of Us? If he turns,
Yeah.
I'm going to start running.
I want to turn into a clicker.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah. So we've got a starving renovant. Spirit Horror.
Ah!
Again.
The support is real.
2 black and 2 for a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, surveil 2.
Ooh,
So
I do
not
like
surveil.
Surveil.
Yeah, surveil.
I do like that.
Then for each card you put on top of your library, you draw a card
Mm-hmm.
and you lose 3 life.
Ooh, draw a card for 3 life.
Yes.
That's
That's rough.
That's rough. It is
1
card
life
advantage.
for a card.
Yeah.
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 3 life.
That's getting into some territory right there.
And then you're surveilling 2.
I will say this though.
So that's 2 cards for 6 life, potentially.
Potentially. But if it is either a game winner or a crucial piece, you can forfeit the life to draw the card.
Yes.
It does give you that. Or put in the graveyard.
It's the Sylvan Library option.
It is. It is the Sylvan Library for the black option.
Yeah. Descend 8, whenever you draw a card, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses 1 life, and you gain a life.
Oh, okay. So it could eventually bring you back up.
Yeah.
I like that.
So there we go.
Okay.
All right. Then we have another rare
Oh,
card.
we're hitting the rare train.
Molten Collapse.
That is the new Dreadboard.
And this is in the Mayan art.
Ooh.
So Rakdos, choose one. If you descended this turn, you may choose both instead. So descended is
a permanent going into the graveyard.
Okay. So if a permanent went into the graveyard, you may choose both.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Destroy target creature or
like
planeswalker.
That. Ooh, that's even better.
Yeah. Or destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent.
Oh my goodness.
With mana value 1 or less.
So your Soul Rings, your 0-drops, that has potential.
Yes.
Especially if, let's say, you have that in your hand, you fetch land, you automatically trigger it, and you blow up a creature plus a mana rock.
Exactly.
Oh, that card is good.
That's real good.
I like everything about
that.
For
2 mana?
For 2 mana, I think that's rather nice.
Yeah. Here we have a Waterlogged Hulk, blue mana for an artifact. Tap it to mill a card. Craft with an island.
Oh, no.
For 3 mana.
Okay.
And then it turns into a water-type gondola. Vehicle.
Okay.
Vigilance. Descend 8. Can't be blocked as long as there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard.
Okay.
Crew 1.
You are sacrificing a land, and that's a little rough, especially if you're on the light side of lands. But if you have 8 things and it's unblockable, you can put stuff on it.
Yes.
And the crew 1 is nice because you can literally just put a dork in front of it, put the dork on the gondola, and go down the river.
Exactly. And then it's unblockable for a 4/4.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I think you can actually build around that.
Then we've got a Pit of Offering, so another cave.
Okay.
Does come in tapped. Enters the battlefield, exile up to 3 cards from graveyards.
Ooh.
So not your graveyard, graveyards.
Ooh, that's nice. So a little Bajuka Bog effect.
Yep. Tap data colorless.
Okay.
And I like this. Tap, add 1 mana of any of the exiled cards' colors.
Oh. That has very good potential.
Yes.
That stops combo. That adds you the colors you're missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Yeah, I really like that. That is a nice card.
That's a very nice card.
They're killing me.
Oh, it's great. It's the best.
Zoyoa.
Oh, my goodness.
Lava Tongue.
Well, you got that part right.
Yes. Rakdos for a Goblin Warlock.
A Goblock.
2/2. A Goblock.
Okay.
2/2 Death Toucher.
Oh, okay.
At the beginning of your end step, you may, if you descended this turn, each opponent may discard a card or sack a permanent. Zoyoa Lava Tongue deals 3 damage to each opponent who didn't.
Okay. That's interesting because you can really build around that. I see that as kind of more the limited to constructed format with the 20 life. 3 damage is nothing to snark at 20 life. 40 life, I can miss those.
You
triggers.
can mitigate 3 damage at 40 life,
but
for
20, that's kind of gross. Plus, Oni Cult Anvil is still being played in standard, and they sacrifice a lot of permanents. And you put that on the field for 2 for just Rakdos colors. Oh, that's going to be some pain.
Yeah,
I think this might be not only limited but very standard playable, which scares me. Because Rakdos is evil.
Well, and then to go along with that...
Oh, we have more goodies?
We have Zoyoa's Justice. Red and 1. The owner of target artifact or creature with mana value 1 or greater shuffles it into their library. Then that player discovers X, where X is its mana value.
Oh, and it's an instant.
Yes.
That's actually protection for some of your bigger things. Plus, you get a free Chaos Warp at the end of that.
Yep.
Oh, that has some potential.
It does.
Oh, my goodness. I think I would like to save my Ozolith or my big 9-drop artifact and then go get something equally scary.
Yes, that is... I mean, if you want to protect your portal to Phyrexia.
The portal to Phyrexia. A Wormcoil Engine. A Blightsteel.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. That's a really good uncommon.
And then lastly, we have a foil Captivating Cave. So it is a cave.
Another cave.
tap it to add a colorless.
Okay.
Filter, tap it to add 1 mana of any color.
Ooh.
Pay 4 to sack it. Put 2/1/1 counters on target creature. Activate as a sorcery.
Okay. It's a filter land.
It's a
I'm not
filter
opposed to filter lands.
It's okay.
The last ability's meh,
Yeah.
but it's decent. It's a cave. We'll say it's a cave.
Yeah.
It's a cave.
All right. So, what is this? I don't know what that is.
We don't know what this is either.
Okay. Here is another Roaming Throne. We talked about how great that is.
That was a good card. Very good card.
Then we've got an Odaclan Landmark. 1 white for an artifact.
Okay.
When it enters the battlefield, scry 2.
Oh, 1 for scry 2 is not bad.
Craft with an artifact for a white and 2.
Okay.
And that turns into a artifact creature golem that is a 1/4. When it attacks, target attacking creature without flying gains flying.
So it flies itself and also gives something with flying.
Yep.
Now that one is actually worth something I might sacrifice a treasure to.
Yep.
Maybe a clue
or
token.
Sacrifice one of these other artifacts.
Exactly. That one, the backside's not bad because it actually gives evasion to another target.
Exactly.
I mean, I think that Blightsteel should have flew already, and now I can make it fly.
Actually, that is an uncommon. Whoops.
Oops.
Oh well.
You're here for everything, folks.
Geological Appraiser, 2 red and 2, Human Artificer. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, discover 3.
Oh.
So Cascade for 3.
I like that. Anything with just 4 for 3?
So long as you cast it, though.
Well, so it's a Bloodbraid Elf with a specific activating cost, which is fine.
Then we have Curator of Sun's Creation, red and 3 for a Human Artificer.
Okay.
Whenever you discover again for the same value.
Oh, now hold on.
It only triggers once each turn.
I think you only want it to.
Extra Cascade
For something big?
I'll take it.
Oh, I'll take that every day.
Yep. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Capricati Sunborn.
Okay.
Boros and 2 for a Human Soldier. When it attacks, you may tap 2 untapped artifacts.
Okay.
And or creatures you control. If you do, discover 3.
Ooh.
So Cascade for 3 by tapping 2 artifacts.
Oh, and it's a human too?
And it's a human.
That makes some spicy human tribal things, because
Yeah.
I'd love to cascade into Athalia for free.
Oh, yeah. Humans and some artifacts.
Oh.
And Boros.
Ooh, we can have some fun with that.
Yeah.
It actually has a lot of potential. Ooh, cascade into a Sunforger.
Oh,
That would
there
be
you
kind of
go.
scary. Yeah.
And here is our white cave.
Hey, only one missing.
Yeah. And yeah, doing the same thing. Comes in tap for white, pay 5 to cascade.
I like it.
All right.
I think we're down to the final 4 of this set.
Looks like it.
So far, some good things. We're still looking for like an Indoraptor or one of the other Dress-Apart cards. Or Mana Crypt or Cavern of Souls. I'm a wishful person.
This?
Oh, so that is one of the, what they call special guest cards.
All right. Well, we got special guest,
Lord of Atlantis.
2 blue for a 2/2 Merfolk. Other Merfolk get +1/+1 and have Island Walk.
Oh, yeah. So the whole thing about this is specialty in some of these packs. You have little special guests. And they like to be really good. Like a Lord of Atlantis is fantastic. Especially with Merfolk coming out.
That looks great.
Oh, and the art's gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Did you know that Dockside Extortionist is now in the set? And you can get him out of set packs.
Really?
It is part of the set now.
As a special guest?
Not a special guest, but part of the list.
Real? Wow.
So you can open up a set booster pack and pull a $80 Dockside Extortionist.
I'll take it.
Absolutely.
Then we've got a Fabrication Foundry, a white and a 1 for an artifact. Tap it to add white. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell.
That's fine.
Or activate an ability of an artifact.
Oh, that's
source.
fine too. Okay, I can live with that.
White and 2 to tap it. Exile 1 or more other artifacts you control with total mana value X. Return target artifact card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Interesting. The only thing I don't like about that is exile. That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
But if you're playing a lot of small things that equal to one big thing, it could work. It has potential.
There's lots of potential.
There's lots of potential there, and I'm okay with this. I think it has some play.
All right. Then we have Spyglass Siren, blue for Siren Pirate,
Yard.
flying 1/1, enters the battlefield, create a map token.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Explanation of what a map
we finally
token
get it. We finally have it.
We don't have the map token, but we've got an explanation of what it does.
Okay.
It's an artifact with pay 1,
Okay.
tap it, sacrifice this artifact, target creature you control explores.
I like that, actually.
All right.
Okay. Nice little explore trigger. So map tokens have some value.
Yeah.
Especially in Merfolk with a new precon.
Exactly.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah. I was playing last night with the new Merfolk. I wasn't playing it, but playing against it, and it got out of control pretty quickly.
It does. It is very quick.
Here we've got a Sorceress Spyglass. 2 mana, enters the battlefield, look at an opponent's hand and choose any card. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities.
Ooh.
I think that is a reprint.
That is definitely a reprint. But a very nice reprint. It's nice to shut down stuff unless it's a mana ability. Just these awkward, like, oof abilities. But
yeah. No, we're not going to do that today. Merfolk Cave Diver, blue and 2, Merfolk Scout for a 2/4. Whenever a creature you control explores, Merfolk Cave Diver gets +1/+0 until end of turn and can't be blocked this turn.
Oh, some more Merfolk help.
Yeah.
I don't think they needed it, but
damn. They're getting it.
They're getting it.
All right. And with that, we also have our final cave.
Hey, we finished our cave cycle.
There we go. So that is all the color caves. Enters tap for black, pay 5 to discover 4. All right. So 3 more left in this set.
Come on, big money, no whammies, stop.
All right, so we've got another list card.
Wow, you are on a roll with those lists.
Broodor Battlehammer.
From Dungeons and Dragons.
From D&D. Boros 2, Dwarf Warrior. Each creature you control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached to it.
Ooh, scary.
You may pay 0 rather than pay the cost. Pay the equip cost for the first equip, just the first.
I know, but still. I think that's a great card. That's fantastic. And you're in the right colors.
All right, and then here's I think this is a great card.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. So we have Get Lost.
But you invited me.
I know.
All right.
White and 1 for an instant.
Okay.
Okay. Destroy target creature.
Okay.
Enchantment.
Okay.
Or planeswalker.
Oh my goodness.
Its controller creates 2 map tokens.
I'm okay with giving them 2 map tokens. If I get to destroy a planeswalker for 2?
At instant speed.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
And it's in foil.
Oh, and it's the shinies.
Yep. So we got the nice shiny.
I love everything about that.
Get Lost. All right, so we can see. Okay. And then now we've got our second mythic.
Oh my goodness, we're hitting them.
Yep. The Skull Spore Nexus.
Wow, that just sounded a whole bunch of evil.
I know, right? 2 green and 6 for a legendary artifact.
Okay.
This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control.
Okay, so it's a great hinge effect.
Yep. Whenever 1 or more non-token creatures you control die, create a green fungus dinosaur creature token with base power and toughness equal to the total power of those creatures.
Wow. So you make 1 per creature or 1 for the total of creatures?
Whenever 1 or more non-token creatures you control die.
So if a board wipe happens, you get one gigantic creature.
Yes.
That's pretty good. That's board wipe protection.
And then I guess if you do like a sack ability,
you would get that.
Like if you sack something to like Ashnod's Altar.
Absolutely.
Or Phyrexian.
And then you just got a Fungosaur.
Yeah, a Fungosaur.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. This thing's really strong.
Oh, wait, we're not done.
Oh, my God,
We're not done.
You didn't want to stop there, did you?
Pay 2
Oh, okay.
to tap it.
Oh, here we go.
Double target creature's power
Oh, my goodness.
until end of turn.
Just for 2?
Just for 2.
Oh, that's strong.
It is.
Oh,
That
that's
is.
good.
And the art on it's pretty great.
Ooh, I agree.
Yeah,
Oh, that is strong.
I like that.
I do too. We can have some fun with that one.
Okay, then we've got Masters Guild Mural.
Okay.
Azorus 3 for an artifact.
Okay.
When it enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 white and blue golem artifact creature token.
Okay.
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 Craft with an artifact
Oh, another sacrificing an artifact. Okay.
for 2 white, a blue, and 4. So it's expensive.
That's expensive.
That's 7.
That's
And
expensive.
an artifact. So, but, you know,
Artifacts are hit or
clue,
miss. Yeah.
you know, treasure, food,
Well,
whatever.
hopefully the payoff is good.
And then that turns into Masters Manufactory. Tap it to create a 4/4 white and blue golem artifact creature token. Activate only if Masters Manufactory or another artifact enter the battlefield under your control this turn.
Well, that actually can go infinite quite easily. So it's good. I think the cost is a little too high, but maybe a decent late game bomb.
Maybe.
Some nice untapping effects to maybe like Hilda, the one from Wilds of Eldraine that says when a creature your opponent controls, if you tap it, you make a creature. So you make a creature, you untap it, you make one, you do this, you keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it.
It has to be an artifact.
Well, then I am at a loss.
But it enters. Activate only if Masters Manufactory
Mm-hmm.
or another artifact entered the battlefield under your control. So if this enters, you can tap it.
You tap it.
So how do we untap it?
You have to make a
So when it comes in, we can go ahead and activate
make one,
it.
right?
So
Make
then
Springleaf
it's like,
Drum.
yeah.
There you
so
go.
then how do we keep untapping it to tap it?
So Springleaf Drum, I believe, says tap an artifact to untap an artifact,
No.
or Clock of Omens.
Maybe Clock of Omens.
One of
Springleaf
them.
Drum is tap a creature to make a mana.
Oh. Well, one of the other mini artifact things that says do this in order to do this, which taps and untaps. I think that actually it could work. It's just a lot. It's a lot to ask for.
Then we have Contested Game Ball.
Okay.
2 mana. When you're dealt combat damage, the attacking player gains control of Contested Game Ball
Okay.
and untaps it. Pay 2 to tap it, draw a card, and put a point counter on Contested Game Ball.
Wow, they're leaning hard into this.
Then if
okay.
it has 5 or more point counters on it, sack it and create a treasure token.
Okay. Okay. It's 5 is a bit much, I would say, but
Yeah. I don't know. It's okay.
It's there.
Yeah,
it's there.
it's
It
there.
exists. It exists.
Then we... Oh, forget to... There we go.
Boop. You see it. It's a game ball.
It's a game ball.
It's a game ball.
Then we've got the Mischievous Pup, which we've got at our feet.
We
right
have. It's
now.
over there. Yeah.
White and 2 for a flashy doge, 3/1. When it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target permanent you control to its owner's hand.
Oh, that's not bad. Nice little blink of light with flash to save something.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Good dog.
Good dog. Market Gnome, white for a 0/3.
Okay.
Artifact creature gnome. When it dies, gain 1 life, draw a card.
So it's literally bottle gnomes from the days of old.
Yep. When Market Gnomes is exiled from the battlefield, while you're activating a craft ability, you gain 1 life and draw a card.
Okay, so it's nice little craft synergies.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
if it dies, you gain a life and draw a card, or if you exile it, you gain
And it
a
is
life
only
and
1
draw a
mana.
card. And it's only 1
I think
mana.
that's a good way to build in limited. I mean,
Then you've got a Glowcat Lantern, single green for an equipment.
okay.
Equipped creature has, you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and whenever this creature attacks, it explores.
Oh, I like that.
Equipped 2.
That's not bad at all.
And then Sea-Note Scout,
Okay.
1 green for a Merfolk Scout, 1/1. When it
Okay.
enters the battlefield, it explores.
Oh, well, that's just, good Merfolk tribal synergy.
Oh, yeah. And then I think that is all comments.
Oh.
And then we've got a
Oh,
Swampy Swamp.
so pretty.
So we are a forest
and a
and
island.
a island away from having one each
Oh, that's
of
nice.
the fancy lands.
Hopefully we get to that.
All right, and then we are on to the next to the last pack from this set.
Okay. Oh, look, it's the back of a card.
Oh, yes. Okay, and then we've got some counters here. Why not?
Why not?
Molten Collapse.
Okay.
We've already talked about this one.
We have, but it's always nice to see.
Yeah, so
We do like the reprints because I myself like to collect playsets. I'm greedy.
Spring-loaded Saw Blades, white and 1 for a flashy artifact. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target tapped creature an opponent controls.
Oh.
So
2 for 5 is good. 2 for 5?
2 for 5 is good for an attacking creature.
It is very good. That actually deals with a lot.
It does.
Oh, I like that.
And then you can craft with an artifact for 4 mana.
Okay, what's the back
To
side
turn it into a blade-wielded chariot.
Okay.
Artifact vehicle 5/5. Tap 2 other untapped artifacts you control. Blade Wheel Chariot becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. And then you can crew it for 1.
It's not bad, but I think the front side is going to get the most value.
Yeah.
Because I attack and then 2 and destroy it. That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Then Quixote's Scavenger, green and 2 for Raccoon.
A raccoon!
Descend 4 when it enters the battlefield. If there are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand.
Well, that's nice.
So it's a scavenger.
And it's an e-witness.
Yeah. I like that.
I do too.
Council of Echoes, 2 blue and 4. For a Spirit Advisor, flying Descend 4. When it enters the battlefield, if there are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, return up to 1 target non-land permanent other than Council of Echoes to its owner's hand.
Ah. Nice little bounce effects with the Descend mechanic. I like how they're leaning into it and just say, hey, you're getting rewards for having stuff in your graveyard.
And then a Self-Reflection. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control.
Ooh.
For 6.
Oh, ooh.
Flashback.
Oh, that's flashback.
For 4.
Oh, well, that kind of went in the opposite way.
Yeah.
It's expensive upside, but if you mill it,
Then you can cast it for cheaper.
that's actually really good then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. And then that is... And then we're back to our Captivating Cave.
All right, here's the last one in the set.
All right, last one for this set. Let's see what we got. Okay. So we've got a Terror Tide.
Terror Tide.
2 black and 2 for Fathomless Descent. All creatures get -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard.
Ooh, that's in a good color too.
That's in a great color.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, you're going to be doing some self-mill.
That's a Toxic Deluge.
It is.
That's really good.
I like that.
Yeah, that has lots of play potential.
Then we've got a Dowsing Device, red and 1.
Mm-hmm.
When Dowsing Device or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, up to 1 target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste.
Ooh.
Then transform Dowsing Device if you control 4 or more artifacts.
Okay.
And it turns into Geode Grotto.
Okay.
Is a cave. Tap it for red. Pay 2 and a red to tap it. Until end of turn, target creature gains haste and gets +X/+0, where X is the number of artifacts you control.
Oh, okay. That's actually some answer red too.
As a sorcery.
That's not terrible. You have to do it before combat, so you can't do any sneaky tricks with it. But still, that has some potential.
Yeah.
I like it.
Not too shoddy. Dig Site Conservator.
Okay.
2 for a gnome, 2/1. Sack it, exile up to 4 target cards from a single graveyard.
Oh.
Activate only as a sorcery.
Oh, that's rough.
When it dies, you may pay 4. If you do, discover 4.
Okay, well that's a lot. I don't like how it's a sorcery speed, because if you want to start interacting with your opponent's graveyard, it's already too late.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Diamond Pickaxe, single red for an indestructible equipment.
Okay.
Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure with equip 2. That's pretty neat.
I like treasure.
Yeah.
We all like treasure.
Who doesn't like
treasure?
Who doesn't like it?
Exactly.
And free treasure on equip, or not on equip,
But
on
on
attack.
that's pretty good too.
Yeah. Careening Minecart, 3 mana for an artifact vehicle. When it attacks, create a treasure token.
Okay.
Crew 1 for a 3/3.
So it's like Donkey Kong Country, Minecart Carnage.
Exactly. That is exactly it. And then we're into our commons. And then we've got another cave. And that is it for that block. So that is the first stack of cards from our return to Ixalan with the Lost Caverns of Ixalan.
And we hit some good stuff.
We hit some really good stuff. We got several mythic rares. We got a couple of great list cards.
Oh, yeah.
Hit our Jurassic Park land.
We did hit the Jurassic Park land.
Hit some fancy lands. And we did find our special guest star, the Lord of Atlantis. So we still have plenty of packs left in this box, plus our box topper. So stay tuned for the next section where we will be buzzing right through these packs.
See you on the next one.
See you in the next. All right, and we are back with our box opening of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and we still have all these packs left to go. So we are going to be busting through them and seeing what sort of goodies we've got. We're still looking for those Jurassic Park lands. We're looking for
the Cavern
of Souls.
We're looking for
Mana Crypts. And any other good goodies we can
Absolutely,
find.
the God cards.
The God cards. We already hit one fantastic god, the ancient one.
He's so ancient.
The ancient one right here, which we're excited to build around. And we did hit this. I'm kind of excited about it. The Roaming Throne.
That is a good
art.
one. I think that one's going to be superb.
And we did have our special guest, the
Lord of Atlantis.
So we will see what other great cards we're going to hit in these last packs.
Would you like to start us off?
Let's get started. So here we go.
That's it. Rip it. Tear it.
Rip
Destroy
tear
it.
Ah! Okay. All right. And we've got...
Oh!
Speaking of...
And of course Seth is the one that pulls it.
So... They're killing me.
Oh, this is great for me. I love everything about this.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to wait for you to hit
Oh, no. It's not going to happen to me.
It's just going to be me.
Oh, yeah. You're just going to pull all the good
okay.
stuff. I get the ones that are like Tom, the card.
Tom, the card.
Mm-hmm. You get that la 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 la.
Yeah. There are those that call me Tim, the sorcerer.
Yes.
So we've got Osier Pack Pit.
Yeah. Best timeline.
Yeah. Deepest Epoch. 2 blue and 2 for legendary creature god, flying 4/3. Whenever you cast an instant spell from your hand, it gains rebound.
Ooh.
When it dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control with 3 time counters.
So never really dies.
No, it doesn't, because it then turns into the Temple of Cyclical Time. Tap it to add a blue, remove a time counter from it.
Ooh.
Pay 2 and a blue to tap it, transform Temple of Time. Activate only if it has no time counters on it and only as a sorcery.
Ooh.
So it never really dies. It turns into a land.
Which just helps you out anyway.
Then after 3 turns...
Guess what?
It turns back into the
god. That's a good card.
Yeah.
That's a good card. Do we have any more rares or mythics?
Let's see. We do have this fun. We've already seen him, but this is some fun art.
That is good art.
Akawali, the Seething Tower.
I like it. I like it.
And then let's just kind of cruise through here. I'm not seeing any other good art.
Well, I'm going to go next, sir.
To the next.
Let's see here. Well, we have. Oh, do you like llamas?
I do like. Did I tell you I went for a hike with llamas?
You did not, but we'll cover that shortly.
Okay.
Because look, I have a land that is actually a llama.
Llama.
It is, and it's one of the creature lands, which are always good in the set. I think all these creature lands definitely have a home. And just to round it out, we have the Earthshaker Dreadmaw, which is the old Dreadmaw from Ixalan on roids.
Oh, nice.
Plus, he's full art, and he's eating a whole ship this time, so he grew a little bit.
He's a big boy.
He's a chunky boy.
Fantastic. And that is that pack. All right.
Oh, he's got to look. Look at this. Look at the space. Look
I
at
want
the
you
space.
to appreciate the fact that I have hit 2 mythics in a row.
Oh my goodness. Dinosaur gods.
Yeah, so we have Gisath, Sun's Avatar, Vigi Trample Haste for 7/6.
Oh,
now, he
man.
is an 8 mana card.
He is, and a good reprint.
And a good reprint. When Gisath, Sun's Avatar deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top however many.
Yeah, it is.
Reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put any number of dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
So appreciate the fact.
Oh, the appreciation has happened.
And also appreciate.
Oh no, not again.
The fact
another one
that we have another Jurassic Park.
I'll let that out.
So then we have the before the park
and
then
after the park.
Then we also have.
Oh my goodness!
A Restless Reed.
See what I mean by saying I get Tom the card and he gets this?
And it is a fun altar. Enters the battlefield tap.
A shark land.
A shark land. Because you can see the shark back here.
Yes.
Tap it to add a blue or black, and it turns into a 4/4 blue-black shark.
Well, oh my goodness. Well, I will see your blue-black shark, and I'll raise you a turtle.
Turtle.
Yes. So
wait.
Oh, and
we
he's
do
still not
that
done.
because we also have.
I'm done. I give up. I just give up. No, it's
Swamp.
not fair, people.
Okay.
It's not fair, people.
Well, should I also show you this one too? It's we've already seen him, but it's the
pretty art.
Yeah, okay.
That's gorgeous.
All right.
Now, all I have over here is a nice turtle that says, as long as it's your turn, creatures you control have hexproof, which is always nice.
I like
Each
that.
creature you control with toughness greater than its power also assigns combat damage with its power. It's a Dorian, the Siege Tree.
Oh, I like that.
So it's a turtle with a buff. And hey, look at this. I also have a foil island.
And that's one of the cards we were looking for.
Exactly. Appreciate the shine. Appreciate the shine.
I appreciate the shine on
All
that.
right.
Okay, and then I've got a list card from our original Ixalan.
Nice.
Then we also have a Stalactite Stalker.
You don't say.
Single black for a 1/1 Goblin Rogue Menache at the beginning of your end step. If you descended this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Stalactite Stalker.
Okay, so it's a nice growy goblin.
Yeah. Black and 2, sack it and then target creature gets -X/-6 until end of turn, where X is its power.
Wow.
Yeah,
I thoroughly enjoy that.
That's nice.
I think that'd be good, especially in modern goblins.
Yeah. And then is there anything else? And that is it for that pack.
Well, I have a nice foil, pretty art. We've seen him before, but he's the creature kitty. That says your opponents can't cast spells during your turn, so it's a nice 2-mana night card that I forgot its name. That says you can't interact with your turn.
We have not seen that one this turn.
Well, now we have. I am not done yet.
Okay.
I also have a mythic of Alcatraz, the deepest of betrayals. And it has flying lifelink. When it attacks each opponent, discards a card for each opponent who can't draw a card. So it's a nice way to get cards out of your hand, or draw cards for people who can't, which is very nice. Then whenever an opponent discards a land card, create a 1/1 black bat. So it's a waste not trigger.
I like that.
On top of that. And then when it dies, it becomes a land.
Yes.
So you can never get rid of it.
Oh, so this is another one of those gods.
It is another one of those gods. It is the Bat God, to be more precise. And then, you know what? I will also see you another god in cool art. So that was two gods, one pack, Seth.
Very nice.
I thank you for
like
that, yes. And this one says that you can cast an instant spell from your hands. It gains rebound. So it's the same one we just showed, but it is gorgeous. But, sir, it is not over. For I also have Pretty Plains.
I like it. I do
Uh-huh.
like a good Pretty
That,
Plains.
sir, was a good pack.
That is a very good pack. The only thing I have from my pack is an Abuelo Ancestral Echo.
Okay, what's that do?
White and blue and 1 for a legendary creature spirit. Flying Ward 2 for a 2/2.
Ooh, Ward 2 though.
Ward 2, pay 1 white blue, exile another target creature or artifact you control. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next instance.
Oh, that's an interesting
and
little
it's
blink mechanic.
not a tap ability either.
Oh.
It's just a straight pay it.
That has some uses.
Yeah, so if you're running Azorius ETB effects.
Oh, that's really good.
And then you just start
flashing, blinking.
Flashing and
But
blinking.
it's at the next instep, so you can start doing it other people's turns.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Mhm.
That's a great card. And what's the mana cost?
3.
Oh, that's really good.
And it's 3 to activate it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Wow. I got in this pack a Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel, a Flash Flying 2/1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a chorus counter on it, then draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 4, you may play a card without paying its mana cost. How about that? Omniscience on a pirate. And then I also got a oh, sorry, I did it again. A Jurassic Park land, which flips into the giant SeaWorld creature.
Oh, I like that.
And we have a nice Thrashing Bronzodon in full art, which sees a lot of play, which I'm very happy to get. That was it for that pack. That was not too bad.
All right, so I've got here
What
a
you
couple
got?
of good things.
Oh my God, he has a couple.
I've got Tarian's Soul Cleaver.
Wow, so does Tarian know that you have it?
He may not know. I
Oh,
might
okay.
have borrowed it without asking.
I told you to stop doing that.
I know. I can't help it.
Okay.
It is a 1-mana legendary artifact equipment.
Ooh, I like this.
Equipped creature has the Vigilantes.
Not the Vigilantes.
Whenever another artifact or creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on equipped creature.
Oh, wow.
Equip 2.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That has some definite potential.
That has a lot of good potential.
Mm-hmm. Good pull.
Then I also have, not of this set,
Oh, not of this set?
but of the Commander variety.
Really?
Pantalaza.
Oh, so the Dino
The
Face card.
sun-favored. Red, green, white, and 2 for a dinosaur. Whenever
Ooh.
a Pantalaza sun-favored or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may discover X, where X is that creature's toughness.
Oh,
Do
my
this once
goodness.
each turn.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that art.
Some fun.
Oh, and that's the face card of the precon.
It is.
So now it's a little bit better.
Yes.
Art makes everything better.
It does. Well, speaking of art.
Oh, I'd like to speak of art.
Okay. Then you'll love this
Oh!
shiny plane.
Oh, I see how it is. I play a shiny
I
island,
have to
and
find
you have to,
out.
yeah.
I have to do
No,
the
it's
one
fine.
better.
It's fine. I'm not jealous. You're jealous.
Yeah.
Well, I would also like to start with this pack, and let's say an Abuelo's Awakening. So return target artifact or non-aura enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with X additional +1s and counters.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, I like that a lot.
So I'm noticing they've got the cards and then like an extra to go with
It's a
it.
nice little bump just to make it a little bit better. And then the Llama Land that we got, we now have a full art, prettier version of it.
Nice, nice.
Followed up by my own Commander card that I pulled, so I got 3 rares in this pack, Seth.
There you go.
And this says, when Altar of the Wretched enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a non-token creature. If you do, draw X cards, then mill X cards, where X is the creature's power. Craft with 1 or more creatures for 4, and that flips over to a Skeleton Horror. Okay.
Oh, wow.
When power toughness equal, oh my goodness. Power and toughness are each equal to the total power of exile card used to craft it. So that could be a big creature.
That could really be big.
When Richard Bone Mast has a flying counter, as long as that exile card crafted had flying, double strike, and everything else. So if you exile a bunch of stuff with a bunch of keyword soup, this becomes a bigger version of it with keyword soup.
And it's in black?
It is.
I like that.
Oh, that has some nasty implications, because there's a lot of cheap one-costed stuff that has a bunch of keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Then just throw something big on there just for fun.
Yeah.
And that can do some damage. Oh, I like that a lot.
All right, is that your
That was
pack?
it. That was it for me.
All right, so I have this pack, I only have a treasure map.
Oh, the map of treasures.
The map of treasures.
Okay.
It is a 2-mana artifact. Pay 1 to scry 1. Put a landmark counter on treasure map. Then if there are 3 or more landmark counters on it, remove those counters. Transform treasure map and create 3 treasure tokens.
Great reprint. That card needed a reprint.
I didn't realize this was a
It
reprint.
was. It was in the original Ixalan.
Okay.
Yes.
And then it turns into Treasure Cove. Tap it to add a colorless,
Okay.
and then tap it, sack a treasure, draw a card.
Oh, very
like
good
that.
card. That really needed a reprint. I think it's a fantastic card that just nets you value all the way around.
Oh, yes.
Very
And
good.
then that's the only rare that I have here. I do have a Promising Vein, which is another
Oh, we got
cave
another cave.
card.
Okay.
So we've hit at least 10 caves.
I think we've hit the caves, yeah.
So add a colorless, pay 1, sack it, search your library for a basic land. So
Okay.
that's not terrible.
Terramorphic Expanse.
Yeah.
That taps
But you got to pay for it.
You
though.
do. Well, it's
So-
okay. Well, my pack wasn't too much better, unfortunately. We got the Jet Lake Spelunker, which is actually the buy a box promo, which you can get at Got Game from Tim over there.
Oh, nice.
So make sure you come by, get yourself a nice, pretty full art foil one of these.
Okay.
And that was it for my pack. What have you got, sir?
So let's take a look and see. I've got a Whale of the Forgotten, blue and black for a sorcery. Descend 8, choose
Oh, wow.
1. If there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard as you cast this spell, choose 1 or more instead.
Oh, okay.
So there's 3 options. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
I like that.
Target opponent discards a card.
Okay.
Look at the top 3. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard.
If you can do all those modes, I think that's fantastic.
Oh yeah. And then that is everything out of this pack,
Ooh.
with the exception of
Another.
another.
My
card
goal
land.
is to hopefully, when I build out our precons and everything, right?
Right.
The mana base is nothing but these lands.
Well,
I
think
will
we're
be
getting there.
so thematic. So, out of this pack, I would like to introduce you to the 1-drop Dire Flail. Equip creature gets +2/+0, equip 1, so it's not bad, but it can craft with an artifact for 5.
Okay.
And what does it craft into, you might ask?
What
me.
does it
Thank you.
craft into?
So the equipped creature now gets +3/+0, and has whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact other than this one itself, and when you do, this creature does damage equal to the power of target, to the mana cost to that target creature.
Wow.
So sacrifice an artifact, blow something up.
I
I
like
think
that.
this is fun.
That's pretty good.
And then I have a beautiful forest.
Oh, there you go.
We're getting there.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Yep.
I think that's all of them.
I think we pulled all the forests, and I'm happy for it.
So I've got a another list card.
Oh my goodness, you and these lists.
I know, right? Initiative Blood.
Yeah.
Red and 3 for an Ogre Shaman. 2/2. Tap it. Initiative Blood deals 1 damage to target creature that was dealt damage this turn.
Okay.
When that creature is put into a graveyard this turn, flip Initiative Blood.
Oh.
And then it flips into Goka the Unjust.
So unjust.
Tap it. Goka the Unjust deals 4 damage to target creature that was dealt damage this turn.
Wow.
So here is the one side.
That could be interesting.
And then here's the other side.
Very interesting. I miss those old just rotate cards.
I know,
They were
they're
so
kind of
fun.
interesting. Yeah. So we've got that, and then we have the Thousand Moons Smithy.
How many moons?
1,000 of them.
Oh,
I
just
counted
wanted to
them.
make sure. You did.
I did. They were all there.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're missing one.
Yeah. no,
Okay.
we're all good.
I paid for that, so I just want to
There
make
was
sure.
an extra one, but I returned it.
Oh,
got
okay,
it.
okay, that's fine.
2 white and 2 for a legendary artifact. When Thousand Moons Smithy enters the battlefield, create a white gnome soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of artifacts and or creatures you control.
Whoa.
Token deck.
Holy crap, that's going to be good.
At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may tap 5 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. If you do, transform Thousand Moons Smithy.
Oh my goodness.
And then it turns into the Barracks of the Thousand.
Oh, so there's 1,000 moon, now there's 1,000 people.
Yes. Tap it to add white.
Okay.
Whenever you cast an artifact or creature spell using mana produced by Barrack of the Thousand, create a white gnome soldier
Oh
artifact
my
creature
goodness.
token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of artifacts
No
and or creatures
way.
you control.
Wow. Okay. Scary.
Yes.
Horrifying.
Yes.
And it's repeatable.
Yes.
Eesh.
I know, right?
Yeesh. All that. It's going in your restack, I would assume.
Yes, this will
Okay.
go into my restack.
So I'm never playing that restack. Cool. As long as we got that out right
Yep.
now. Awesome.
And really, too, I mean, you could flicker this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good card. Well, allow me to introduce you to Animpakal, the 1,000th moon. So we found the 1,000 moons, the 1,000 people in the moon, and now she herself is the 1,000th moon.
All right.
So whenever you attack with one or more non-gnome creatures, very specific,
okay.
put a +1
Non-gnome.
You have to be non-gnome. It's very non-gnomish.
Okay.
You know,
No
in this day and age, you can't have gnomes.
No
apparently.
gnomes here.
Yes, but you can put a +1 counter on Animpakal, then create X 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, where X is the number of +1 counters on her.
Okay.
So you make gnomes, but you can't use the ability. But all the other creatures add to her power.
Wow.
That's interesting. I
That
think
is
that's
very
kind of rather
interesting.
strong. And then, did you ever watch Godzilla?
Yes.
You know, Gishath, or Galta, rather, is kind of that Godzilla pre-type.
Yeah.
Did you know Godzilla had a son? For a very brief period in time, there was
Yeah.
the son of Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla
Well,
Jr.
May I introduce you to Godzilla Jr. with Godzilla in the background, teaching the ways.
That is hilarious.
That is the best. I am so happy this card got printed. Plus, it's really good. Not only does it have haste for 2, but you pay 2 and you give another dinosaur haste.
That is fantastic.
It is a fantastic card, and I'm happy we have it.
So I have here Corpses of the Lost.
Why do you have corpses?
Well, you know.
I told you
we
to
don't
bury.
like to
I
talk
told
about
you to
those.
bury them.
Yeah, well.
I'm cutting this part out.
Yes. So 2 and a black for an enchantment. Skeletons you control get +1/+0 and have
Ooh,
haste.
skeletons.
When
Okay.
Corpses of the Lost enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 black skeleton pirate creature token.
Oh.
At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, you may pay 1 life. If you do, return Corpses of the Lost to its owner's hand.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yes.
I like that. 3 for that enchantment
3
too.
Yes, and if you have other skeletons as well that you can add in. And then we also have another mythic.
Oh my, that's
So
a mythic pack.
No, that was a rare.
Oh, that was a rare.
So this is a mythic, the Mica Tyrant. Black and green and 1 for an Elder Fungus. Yeah.
So it really stinks.
It really stinks.
Really stinks.
It is star.
Star. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Trample.
Oh, you have me there.
The Mica Tyrant's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control that are fungi and or sapperlings.
No, it is a sapperling and fungus commander.
Yes.
Oh, that right there is going to be really fun.
At the beginning of your end step, create X 1/1 black fungus creature tokens with this creature can't block,
Okay.
where X is the number of times you descended this turn.
Oh,
And-
what colors? Oh, you're in Golgari, the best things to discard to?
And she's in foil.
Oh, she's shiny.
She's shiny.
Oh, she's shiny. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a
All right.
fun build around. Well, we have kind of a repeat, but Tyrion's Journal came back to us,
Okay.
which is always a nice one. Sacrifice another artifact or creature to draw a card. Not too bad. Transform. Of course, you get to add a land. And you may cast a creature spell from your graveyard this turn, but it comes back with a finality counter. And then I'd like to show a full art Triceratops, just because it's full art, answer Triceratops.
Yeah, I like it. All right, and then for the last pack.
Our
of
last
this set,
pack.
Nothing too awfully special, but we do have a magmatic galleon.
Oh, ship on fire, if you
2
will.
red and 3 for
Okay.
a vehicle. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls.
Ooh.
Whenever 1 or more creatures your opponent controls are dealt excess non-combat damage,
Okay.
create a treasure.
Oh,
And
that's
then-
fun.
Crew 2.
Oh, that's not bad at all. You're in red. You're going to do excess damage.
Oh, yeah.
It just happens.
It does. And then with that dealing 5, you're probably going to, that is 5, right? Yep,
That is
deals
5.
5. You're probably going to deal excess when it enters.
Oh, that's so good. And then they do create a nice little treasure token.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
There you go.
Not a bad last pack.
All right. And then, I mean, technically that is our last pack, but we do have one last pack.
We
in
do.
this
And
box.
thank you all for waiting, because we do have
We have the Treasure Trove Box Topper. Now,
Box
what
topper.
what could be in the Treasure Trove Box Topper?
Well, you have a 65% chance you're going to pull a uncommon. We have a very small chance to pull a rare,
Okay.
and an even smaller chance to pull a mythic. But the chase mythic to pull is a Chalice of the Void.
All right. So shall we break into
Absolutely,
this?
please.
All right, let's see what we got.
It smells like money. I'm calling it here.
All right, you're calling money.
I'm calling at least a rare mythic.
At least a rare mythic.
I'm doing it.
Now, I have to say, one of the things that I hate about opening these box toppers
Is that there's one card and you're like
there's
this.
one card, and it's just like, I feel like I'm going to break it. Oh, wait, actually, this one is opening really
So we just
easy.
did all that
We
for
just
nothing.
did all that for nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we're strong. We don't know our own strength.
Here we go.
Oh, here it is.
And what we're going to do, here's what we'll do. Boom. Right
It's
there.
on the ground. We haven't seen it.
It's on the ground.
It's
We
on the
haven't
side.
even looked at it. We'll just slide it
Oh,
right
we're sliding.
here.
We're sliding.
Here we go.
All right, come on.
And then
Come on. Big money.
Big money, no
Big money.
whammies. And we've got a worn Power Stone.
Well, I did say that is more likely we're probably going to hit an uncommon.
That's
but
right.
Warm Power Stone is still not a bad card, and that art is gorgeous.
That is very good art. And, you know, Worn Power Stone was probably one of the first mana rocks that I bought when I started playing Magic 10 years ago.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because, I mean, for 3 mana, makes 2 mana.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a very affordable way for me to get started in Magic. So
Absolutely.
It
Plus,
has
there's
a lot of good
always-
memories for me.
Always the off chance of land, Soul Ring, and that on 2.
There you
Untap turn 3 with a bunch of mana.
There you go.
Could
That
happen.
is it. All right, so that is a lot of great cards that we've gotten out of this box of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. And there are so many more cards to go. So we look forward to seeing y'all on the... Y'all, there we go, got to point with the right hand.
That's right. Point with the right hand.
So we look forward to seeing everybody on our next episode of Breaking Boxes. Again, I'm Seth, your Mild Mannered Mage, with my special guest, Mike. And we will see y'all on the next video. Y'all have a great one.
Later.
See ya.